This is the Nine of Cups. In the original depiction, there's a man sat on a wooden bench. He has a red hat with like 3 feathers out of it. He has his arms crossed in like a figure of 8. Behind him on a curved table covered in a blue cloth are 9 cups. I've drawn a figure that seems to be dancing like a whirling dervish, which forms part of the Sufi tradition. It's kind of like a form of active meditation, and which I kind of liken to when I dance. Spin around, sometimes make myself dizzy. It seems like there's some sort of purpley black cloak. As this character is spinning, lots of things emanate from it. So top middle, it looks like a bird with its wings sort of like upraised and outstretched. And to the left of that is like a tall bird looking at this. So you could say that it looks a bit cup-like, that middle character with its arms outstretched. And then far left, there's another character sort of leaning back. Looks a bit like they've got a nut on their head. And then on the right-hand side, there's another series of characters. One looks a bit deer-like, I think. Sort of the third one across. So that looks a bit monkey-like, looking away. And then this curved one looks a bit like the knight from the chess piece. So you can kind of see the face there. It's sort of half covered on a curve with a curved hat. So that the bit that I've just shown you is like the hat or the headdress. And then this would be the bottom half of the cloak. I can see figures on the top right. There's a purple-headed one beneath which there's sort of like a white spirit one. There's something quite small, purple with white wings that looks, typical angel depiction. But then to the left of that is this tall figure that's reminding me of, I think, one of the characters from Lord of the Rings, like an elf. And then beneath them, there's 2 figures like within their body. Actually, both have blindfolds on. And you can see here that character is looking over towards the left, where on the far left there's an owl. And then there's some other characters and bits and bobs. At the bottom left, there's sort of what looks like someone with a soldier's helmet on. I've just looked it up for a bit more information about the whirling dervishes. And it says that they wear tall felt hats. So I think my subconscious picked up on the felt hat in the picture and has added 2 and 2 and made 600 as usual. Apparently they also wear white gowns with long skirts and then black cloaks, which they remove. This character hasn't removed the black cloak, which I think is this idea of the night sky, which is the underworld or the unconscious. The point of the ritual is to become one with God, but the article goes on to say that we can only really do that when we die. So in some way, this is a reenactment of that. I guess it's like ego death, because while you're spinning, you're not really thinking about you, the individual. I think it's fascinating, both that I've drawn this and that I already do this. Now I just need a long cloak so that it looks really cool when I do it. The message of this card would be about becoming closer to your true nature, which comes back to listening to your body and your intuition. Thanks for listening.